see if I can sit this camera down. Because right now, we got some bad angles, guys. But yeah, y'all know what's going on with it. Let me see if we can put that right there like that. I want to see who all around, who's tuning in. Because I know everybody's supposed to be chilling, but I'm still out and about making runs. So let's see who we got goes on the lines today on this beautiful, beautiful day. The sun is out, and we out, and we about as well too. But it's a lot that we've been up to. So let me see if I can't put this right here. Let me see. Yep, that's not gonna work for us. But anyways, we're gonna see who's on. Let me see if I can throw this right here like that. Let's see who's on. Some traction like this. Turn my steering wheel like that. Let's see if I can prop this up like that there. What goes on? I'm up here out and about, doing some runs. Had a lot of different stuff going on, so I said I'm gonna drive my little bucket, my low key car, cause I got a problem with people be side swiping and fender benders and stuff. So it kind of pissed me off. So I said let me jump in this little car and don't let it go to waste. But that's what's up, Davis. What's going on with you? See, I call people like on the day where they at home and relaxing and stuff. So that's what we doing. But I really appreciate all you guys for showing y'all support. Thank you guys for watching, tuning in, commenting me, and reaching out. We've been doing a lot of phone calls lately, and a lot of people have been having a lot of interesting questions and things and whatnot. But I see a couple other people that's tuned on right now too. I'm out and about with the fam right now. We out shopping about getting stuff. So I said let me jump online right now. What's up with it, baby giant? How you going? How's it going? I see you tuning in right now too as well. Really appreciate both of y'all, Davis. What y'all got going on today? Y'all relaxing? But y'all still got some printing going zones. What y'all doing? I want to hear see what's up with everybody. What's good, fam? You know what's up. We still out. We still doing it. I had over like 3,000 and some prints I knocked out the last couple of days, man. That shit in there with me, man. But at the same time, I'm like, these is nothing. You got to keep on going through it. It's just got through cutting grass. Okay, you cutting up some grass, or you doing some work, some yard work, huh? Okay, that's what's up. Diesel's Customs, how you doing? What's going on with you? What you got going on today on this beautiful day? I know out here we like it's like 66 degrees, nice little breeze. The sun came out a little bit, and now it's out, and we doing good. I'm glad it's like this. The weather I do not like when it's gloomy because the humidity. I do not like that. But yeah, you getting that yard work in, huh? What, you let it pile up on you or something? Funny, got a chance to get done? I mean, get it in? Yep. But shout out to everybody though. Really appreciate you guys. I hope your guys' business is going well. Hope everybody, still learning different new techniques to and perfect their craft. Y'all know what it is. It says need black ink. Be down tomorrow. Okay, yeah, for sure. I got you, brother. I got some for you. And speaking about ink, I got a buddy of mine in Belize, and he just had ordered a lot of ink from me too because it's hard for him to get it out there. Then custom, they be holding it for however long they want to hold it, and he was using Alka Rip, and he uses also Cat Link. And I was telling him the one reason why I don't like using Cat Link. It's not that it's a bad program; it's a great program, but it just uses all your ink channels. Like me, I like to conserve ink because you only need two whites. So I use two whites and I use one black, and then my other black I have is shut off within the Algorithm software. And when you're using CAD-Link, it uses all your channels, all your whites and all your blacks. So if you're trying to conserve ink, that wouldn't be a good software to use because one day he looked up and he had a real large order and he called me. He was like frantic. He was like, "Brother, man, I have no ink." I said, "What do you mean? You bought a lot of ink?" He says, "No, my black." He said, "My black inks. I have no matte black. It's all gone, completely empty. Oh my God, I did not know this." And I said, "You was using Cat Link?" He said, "Yes." I said, "I told you don't use that, brother. If you're trying to conserve, you know." So he had to go get a. I had to send him a rush order of ink, and I was like, man, he was like, he glad he got it in time, but at the same time, it still was late because he had one job that he had to knock out. He had over like 1,200 prints, and that's a lot of work to be doing stuck in the time with no ink. It says so you only can print with 6 channels. No, I'm not talking about that. Well, in a sense, yes, yes, that's what I'm talking about. Because if you have a 9 channel, say if you're using like a 7890, you got 4 whites, and then you got your regular colors, you're only gonna need those 2 whites. But you have black and you have matte black next to each other. When the photo black runs low, it switches to the matte black because you have it shut off. But the actual printer is going to say, hey, we're running low, so that's reserved. Let's switch over here, and that's all fine. But when you're using the actual program, CADLink is using all the matte black and photo black and all your 2 whites because you can't shut whites off using CADLink. So you're using all the ink, and you only need 2 whites, 6 channels, your CYMKs and your 2 whites. So why would you want to use 2 extra whites and dumb them down? And why would you want to use a photo black? It's going to dumb that down too. It's going to take all the ink out, and then you're going to get the same quality prints with 2 prints, but using twice the ink, and you're going to be have to go buy more ink, and then you're going to be like, damn, man. What about if you don't have access to the ink in time? So that's what I mean. But yes, 2 whites. That's all you need. That's what all the other printers use too. A lot of these printers be having 4 channels, and you only need 2 whites. So if you ever had a problem with one of the other channels, like say the cyan or the magenta or the yellow, one of those went out, or half of it start going out, you have half of the channel and it's not the full actual channel, and you get banded in your prints, and then the common sense would tell you this: let me take this channel, which is banding, and swap it for this channel that's a white that I don't use, and let me go do initial ink fill or do a power cleaning and flush it out and bring the new ink inside of the channel, do a nozzle check, and I can see the new ink has inside the nozzle, and I can print and I can save me a channel, and I have one more extra white in case I need any other color I have to swap from that and keep printing. Now you can't do this when you have any other type of printer with 2 print heads, because you have a color print head, you have a white print head. You know what I mean? When you look at all these other printers, there's Asian printers, they have 1 color and 1 white. With us, with American printers, we have 9 channels, 2 whites and 2 whites. On this side, you have your regular CYMK, and you have an extra black. So you can use these 2 extra channels to swap over if you have any problems with these channels later on in the future. Versus the Asian printer with 2 print heads, 1 white color and 1 color. If the white print head go out, you can't just cut off a channel. You got to swap the whole print head, stop your whole production, and go buy a print head from a reputable company and hope that print head works when you get it. And then you got to do a print head alignment to line it back up. That's too much to do when you're in production. So that's why it's always good to have more than one printer, or make sure you have a printer that you know the maintenance is going to be easy if you have any problems down the line. So you got to factor in all these different things when the person asks me what's the good printer for me and what's my budget. So it's a lot. I don't want to lose anybody, but it's a lot. That's why I like the printers that I print with, because I can channel swap, color swap, and that's very important. That's the difference between having a 6 channel printer, or having an 8 channel printer, or having an 11 channel printer. That's the difference. That's why me preferred. I like 11 channel printers because I can play with multiple colors and swap multiple colors and still be printing all day long with no problems. So that's why I say these printers are the best ones on the market, just because of that reason. And there's multiple factors in on that too, along with the 1440 color resolution, 2880 color resolution, or drop it down to 720 if you want to print with speed and still get good vibrant resolution. So it has multiple uh, quality. It has multiple points that you can go off of on the checklist that is good for printing. That's why I say, hey, I will get this printer right here. I recommend you get this printer. They're great. But people beg to differ because you have people spending 20,000, 25, 30,000 on printers, and then they don't have all these different variables that I just named that's going to keep you printing, and you can swap over and just use a little bit of thinking and say, hey, I have extra channels, but if I got these 2 print heads and this whole print head go out, I need a whole nother print head. I don't think I want that type of printer. You dealing with one print head that has 720, 1440, 2880, and you can swap multiple channels. So If that don't ring a bell and register, that's like something I want to have. And then for the price of 4 printers, 20,000 for one printer, you can go buy 4 and have multiple production and have quality prints over and over. Sell your transfers, take in orders and manufacture for other different companies as well. So it's multiple variables with this printer with one single print head and multiple channels you can be able to swap from, along with the resolution. Come on, man. It's endless with this printer that I talk about. Go watch the other videos. That's why I love it. That's why I love this printer so much. I love it. The print speed, it's a good quality print speed. It ain't super fast, but if you buy 2 printers or buy one and then it's all you need, it'll take you to the promised land. I swear it will. But you got to become some type of somewhat of a technician, because you're gonna have to see the things that's gonna be going on with the printer, for you can start tweaking different things to keep the printer going. And maintenance the printer, power cleans, normal cleanings, or let me reverse that: normal cleanings and power cleanings, and maintenance the printer, and you'll be fine. Just make sure you got the proper maintenance. You'll be fine. The pump cap, the capping station, is one of the main reasons what start when the print head starts to clog or poor maintenance, or just having a number of different things. Some people say, I cleaned the pump cap, but did you really clean it to where it's clean for it can actually make the print head spit whatever's out of it, properly flush it, for it can recycle it to the maintenance tank? It's all type of different things. But yeah, but I really appreciate the ones for watching. Then videos and stuff that I'm gonna start coming out with, it's gonna be way more hands-on and way more technical, because I want to start showing you guys why. Let me rephrase that. I want to start showing you guys why these printers are so revolutionary, ahead of their time, but they're old model printers. And I want to show you guys how all the future printers that they have and they come out with, I want you guys to pay attention to one main thing: what type of print head this printer has. No, I don't care what company it is. I don't care what company it is. What type of printer head it has. Okay. Oh, XP600. Oh, I3200. Okay. Let me go see what this printer is. What type of print head this printer has? Oh, XP600. Oh, I3200. Oh, let me go to this other. Now we talking about trade shows now. Now we at trade shows. We're going to different trade show booths. Let's put ourselves in a trade show setting, right? You're going to figure out that every last printer that you go to, no matter if it's China manufactured, Korean manufactured, Japan manufactured, American manufactured, all going to have the same type of print heads. Let me break this down for you. Entry level print heads, XP600, or if you want something a little bit more advanced and more capable, how I say, durable, last a little longer, I3200. TFP I3200. They got the newer ones coming out printing at 720 by 1440. The older ones at 720 by 720, or 720 by 1800 DPI. So I want you to pay attention to these things, y'all. Please pay attention to it. No matter what printer that's in front of you, no matter what company is presenting it, pay attention to the print head. And then you can ask them about the motherboard too. Some of them can be paired with a Hassan motherboard. Hassan. Print specs, print quality, durability. Pay attention to all these things. I have people texting me right now. I'll get back to them. So the reason why I'm telling you to pay attention to these things right here, because you will see that it's just a body in the case. Just how they have Dell computers. You can customize your computer. I want a see-through case, or I want a red case, or I want a blue case. You know what I'm saying? Okay. So when you get to understanding the formalities of it, or get to understanding the basics of it, or the structure of it, you'll understand like what this printing and what the technology world is starting to go to, because all the newer printers these days are starting to have ink gas cartridges. They're starting to have humidity control. They're starting to have uh, climate control. The ink is warm, so now the printer can detect a nozzle. It can go into automatically clean, or it's so where to where it got somewhat so technical to where the printer now it don't have to have dehumidifier. The ink is warm. It has a little warmer inside to warm the ink. So now you don't have to worry about all these other different type of variables outside of the room. And then they promote one printer like if this printer is the best. No, they got all. That's a newer printer, so it's a technology printer. They got all the newer ones. Go look at all the other companies. They do the same thing this one printer do. And you be like, oh, I didn't know that. But when they promote one printer and you don't know, you start going to do the research, start jumping online, you'll start finding a whole lot of stuff out. It's just so way it's just putting this same print head in a fence. So it's just like, yes, exactly. So look, let me break something down to you guys, right? They said that the printer that I print with is not a real printer, right? But you think about it. Let's go get some common sense. You go get an Asian printer, go get American print head, which is Epson, and go get a motherboard from a whole nother company. It can be Japan or it can be China motherboard. And the print head specs, everything matches up. Because why? Because that print head has been used in not only this printer and not only that printer, but in all the other printers. Can we see where the aftermarket and everything is going and what it's gearing to? It's gearing to the 720 resolution error and have everything to where it's in your disposable and you can be able to ship out as soon as you get it, and it prints super fast. And then when I need a print head, I can go to this company, that company. So if you go look at all these companies, they print heads and their motherboards, it's all the same. And I'm not trying to hate on nobody. I'm just trying to give you guys some true facts and understand. If you don't do if you don't do the due diligence of going to read and research and find out something, then you're gonna be like getting the best thing caught into finance trouble by because you finance the printer, then it's don't have too much warranty on it, or you finance the printer and it's having trouble on it and it does have warranty, but now you can't fulfill your orders. So it's gonna be a lot of different technical things that you gotta see on the back end and look at all the possibilities and the variables around what you're trying to do to come up with your solution, what you're going to do. Yes, sir. And that's why my channel is so important to the peoples, because I give you this. The Epson Light 79 or 7890 and the 7900 does self-cleanings. No, the P6000 does. That's why everybody's switching over to the P6000. Because that's why you look at CBS. Look at all the CBSs, they have the P6000s in there. Because they can put them in maintenance mode. So they'll go and clean themselves. The only thing it does is basically just dump out the ink and that's it. They don't have to sit. So that's a good function. But what's happening with them printers is this. When they go and use the aftermarket motherboards, they work, but they fail maintenance modes. Some of them just power completely off, or some of them just fail the maintenance mode. And if your printer ever fail initial cleaning, or failed a cleaning or a power cleaning, I'm gonna tell you 3 reasons why it will do that. Your maintenance tank is full. You need to dump it and reset your chip resetter, or your ink cartridges are your maintenance tank is either low, it needs to be reset, or your ink cartridges are low and need to be reset, or you have inside of the actual printer says periodical head check, periodical head cleaning is set. You need to turn that off. Those are the only 3 things of how you will fail a power cleaning or initial fill or cleaning, because those are not set right. Other than that, it shouldn't do that. And the P6000s are failing those. Is it true that the P6000 locks up after so many prints, or is that a myth? Well, I got my family getting back in the car right now, but I'm gonna go ahead and address that. It's gonna get kind of loud, but I'm gonna tell you right now. To be honest with you guys about that, it depends if you have a European version, or it depends if you have American version. And you have to use different chips. Every time that you actually run low on a chip, or you use it too many times to reset, you got to use a whole different chip. So yes, that's like true. But when you use an aftermarket motherboard, then you won't have to worry about that because they have automatic reset. So the chip, when it gets low, it automatically resets itself. So only thing you have to do is worry about buying extra chips just in case one of those burn out. But that's when you pair it with the aftermarket motherboard. So, but that's it's failing the initial cleaning cycles when you have it in automatic mode. When you think you're about to leave out, go home, leave away from the day, a week or two, and come back, it's going to fail. It's not going to power back on. So, or it fails and stay on. So you don't power off and fails, or it fails and powers off. So those are the things that's going on with the kinks that they're trying to work out with those printers. So I really couldn't tell you based upon that. Okay, cool, makes sense. Yeah, I try to make sense because people don't understand. Like, it's more than technical than what you see in the forefront. But it's not all about saving a dollar. Sometimes what it's all about is doing the proper research, because sometimes it's too late. You already done spent all your money. Now you're trying to come back, or you don't want to spend all your money. You're trying to figure out what's the best solution for you. And but you have the right budget, but once you spend it on the wrong thing, hey, it's gonna be over with, and you gotta start back over. But I'm gonna leave you guys with that. We'll continue this conversation when I get back to my location, because I got my family back in the car. But I appreciate you guys for tuning in and watching. And yeah, just hit me like you said you're going to hit me. You call me offline. You got my number. You can call me probably 20, 30 minutes. It don't matter, but we can connect. And I'll give you some more insight on it. But I appreciate you guys for tuning into the channel. Anybody going to say anything before I get off? He said, exactly. Yeah, that's what it is. You already, man, come on. You already know. Every time I'm on here, we always, communicate and converse back and forth. But you got to just go do some research. I'm not trying to smut anybody or say anything bad, but we don't like to read because it's a lot of information. Once you read, your mind will be explored to a whole nother level. It explode, boom. But until then, appreciate you guys liking, commenting, subscribing to the channel. I will get back to you guys soon. I'm out.